Some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Drink some water, brush my teeth. Get out of bed and I stretch. Bed in my hair is a mess. Look through my clothes for a fit. Anything I do is drip. Feel like a kid when I'm tick-tocking, I still keep it real as it is. I show my age, I don't switch often, I'm just as a dad as it gets. Try taking naps with my kids, talking, I'm guessing this life how it is. And I can't wait for the weekend, keep jammies on like I'm a kid. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Feel good, feel great, can't complain. Look out my window, see birds and planes. Sun's out, some clouds, it might rain. Siblings on my nerves again. Summertime, go for a swim. Wintertime, go grab a sled. Spring, I might need an umbrella. Fall back in school with my friends. Attitude change like the weather. My mom tell me it never ends. Like clocks, we evolve in a circle. Every 12 months we do it again. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, we are live for another morning skate show with the hockey coach guru, Coach FRENCHY, directly for the beautiful Sunshine State in Florida. It's Monday, July 18, 2022, and then this week is the beginning of really the off-season NHL. You're going to have a lot and not many news around the league, and everybody shut down. Most of the team are not working hard at this moment. You have maybe a couple of development camp right now for around the NHL, but otherwise, everybody right now take vacation. The scout, the management, the coaches, they just want to get away from hockey for a couple of weeks before they come back in the next month, maybe at the middle of August. Well, no, we have the World Junior Championship at the end of the month. The hockey would be still alive and everything like that, but in general, most of the team right now are go out and take a time right now to rest and see what's happening. Of course, we have a couple of UFA, like I mentioned on this thumbnail of the title of the show today, where Kadri is going to go and where Klingberg is going to sign two really important players. Can they come back on their original team? That's something we have to follow up. And we have a lot of actions during the weekend. The Montreal Canadiens trade. They signed 3 new players for the Laval Rockets. The Pittsburgh make 2 mega trade, honestly. And a couple of signatures, Edmonton, Toronto, St. Louis. So we're going to talk about this during the day. Of course, if you have any question, don't hesitate to put the letter Q in front of your question. We're going to go through this, and that's a normal. We're going now on the downfall of the hockey at this moment of season. So it's not going to be a lot of people around here. We understand, but we're going to try to show up for you guys, for the people who show up here during the lunchtime. We're going to be back every night at the 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time at the Power Play Show, Monday to Friday. The Saturday, we do the Let's Talk Abs is still to be alive every Saturday night. And then we do, of course, the special edition the Sunday night. And our top in vacation, Andrew Lepage in vacation, Michael De Villano in Italy. So it's going to be me all week alone. But I'm going to handle everybody here. Hopefully, you're going to be happy to see me every day alone, but it would be fun, no problem. I just want to remind you one more thing before we start talking and welcome everybody. Every day, 11 o'clock, we make a special video, guys, about the Montreal Canadiens. It's called the Abs Daily News at 11 o'clock, like I mentioned to you. Today, we talk about Shane Wright. Why Wright down forward? What are the reasons the Montreal, the Arizona, the New Jersey Devil skip Shane Wright? And then I talk about the new development model of the Montreal Canadiens, how they develop their players and the future, their prospect, the draft, what kind of tools they have in their hands to helping the players to reach their full potential. That's really what you have inside the video. We talk about Pierre-Luc Dubois. We talk about Rand Poland, why is not a bust in NHL on my eyes, and then around the NHL news around the league. So I invite you guys to watching this video every day. This is episode number 71 of the Abs Daily News, and we're going to do it until I can before I go to Thailand the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited about this. So let's dive in here to watch back everybody in the chat. We have a few people already show up. We have our friend Nicolas de Gauby-Bonneau, directly for la belle province de Québec, dans la région de Sherbrooke. Nicolas, welcome back in the house today. Our friend Vinny James Bones 007 back, of course, in the house. Welcome back, Mr. Vinny. Thanks to be with us. David Archer, another great friend of the Hockey Nation Show. Welcome back with us, of course, David. And we have a new subscriber of the Hockey Nation Show, Mr. Marco Larabi. Welcome back, Mr. Marco. Thanks to join the Hockey Nation Show. First time at the Morning Skate Show. And you're welcome to come back. We have every day, Monday to Friday, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We usually go with the news of the day, the resume of the game the day before. So usually we have busy morning. And we have a couple of guests during the year come at the 12 o'clock p.m. This is usually on the menu, but like I mentioned to you guys, it's going to be very quiet for the next couple of weeks, and that's just normal. So you're welcome, my friend Marco. Just click on the notification on the bell so you can see what kind of the job we do here or the work we try to provide the best contents on the internet about the hockey. And of course, we're not expert. We just have people love to talk about hockey. That's what we do here at the Hockey Nation Show. We like to sharing hockey, your team, players, everything around the league, and the prospect, initial prospect, and that's what we do, of course, here at the Hockey Nation Show. So if you have any question, like you don't hesitate to ask questions, that's a good time. Where there are not many people, take the time to take the platform we have here for you, and we're going to go there. So what we have here on the NHL news, around the league. Let's dive in a little bit what we got on the signature and NHL today. We have 3 players got signed. Brett Murray for the Buffalo Sabres signed a 1-year contract 2 ways at $750,000. It was a RFA. We have John Leonard, the Nashville Predators signed him for 1 year. The amount is disclosure for the Nashville Predators. And finally, the Ottawa Senators, they gave a 2-way players at Ruby Chartier 1 year at $750,000. And I'm pretty sure he's going to play for the Belleville Senator. During the weekend, we have a couple of players signed. Pierre Agval for the Toronto Maple Leafs, re-signed with the Toronto Maple Leafs for 1 year. Toronto Maple Leafs. A 1-year contract at $2.25 million. I believe Agval last year had 15 goals and 20 assists for 35 points. I could be off on this one, but not much. That's what Agval got. For me, a little bit high. I think at 1.75, that would be the max I would give to Agval. And then he become a UFA after that, the 26 years old he got right now. Nick Swanning got a new contract with the Minnesota Wild. The same thing with Michel Chaffee. 2 players going to have a 2-way contract at 1 year, each one of them at $750,000. Finally, the veteran defenseman for the Ottawa Senators signed a new contract with the Florida Panthers at $750,000. Is going to join the back of the Florida Panthers just in case or for a urgency. We know that the left defenseman, we know the Florida Panthers with not much money to try to patch up everything they got. They got Colin White, Balcher for the San Jose Sharks, Nick Cousin for the Nashville Predator. So they tried to patch up what they lost during the UFA. The Edmonton Oilers signed the ex-player for the Vegas Golden Knights, Matches John Mark, Sweden players, signed a 1-year contract at $125 million. We know John Mark played 2 seasons with Vegas. Prior to that, he was with the Dallas Star, and at 29 years old, he had 67 games last year with 9 goals, 16 assists for 25 points. And then if you want to go all the way to Saturday, the Winnipeg Jets signed the 25th years old Jensen Argens, the bottom 6 of the Winnipeg Jets with 77 games, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. We know is really his full time in NHL. Then a Montreal Canadian, after they trade for Jeff Petrie and Rand Poland, signed the number 32 Rem Pitlick, a 2-year contract at $1.1 million. 25 years old, at 46 games in NHL last year, 9 goals and 17 assists for 26 points. Great asset for the Montreal Canadiens. See how he's going to do for the upcoming year. It really is full-time year in NHL. Mr. David, after time for the happy lunchtime, Mr. David. Thanks to join with us tonight. Today. Question, prends-tu entre Roy, choix de 5e round qui fait 119 points, ou Wright, 97 points? I'm not sure about this one with Nicolas because Shane Wright is he's going to be a good hockey player. The Joshua Roy, he have a upside down. He need to develop. He's still not there. Nicolas, you can see during the development camp, he was not the next level. I think overall Shane Wright is better compared to Joshua Roy. The number of the point to Nicolas and the junior, it's not equal what they are. It's just one asset. Right, of course, if you do 30 points versus 120, for me, it's about how they play the game, how smart they are, what their IQ, their hockey sense, their speed, the hedge, how they do the turnaround, the puck protection, how they develop the hockey sense. This, all the kind of stuff like this, I'm looking for. For me, they score 34 goals or 190 points, whatever it is. Of course, it's an advantage, but it's not only that part of there. It's when he's going to get a next level, how they're going to reach their full potential. I still believe Joshua Roy have a lot of things to do before he become a regular in NHL. He will help at least 1 or 2 years with Laval Rocket, and then he can become a top 9 if everything look good. And you have a reason why he was 4, right? You have a bad year before that. He was a first-round pick at 16 years old and the QM. He went to the Maritime, does not work. Got traded to Phoenix. He really found his game. He really takes seriously his hockey at 17 years old, at second year in QM. Shane Wright came in the WHL at 15 years old as an XM player and did well. But again, like I mentioned in my video, just check my video. I'm talking about the reason why Shane Wright is not the best of the best. And sometimes he's right here. So it will be interesting how you can turn around Nicolas. Très bonne question. Curious about your take on what's going on Winnipeg. There have been a report for years about that locker room being not great place, Sheffley and Wheeler. You're absolutely right about this. About the Marco, about the Winnipeg Jets. They started like 2 years ago. One Patrick Laney want to leave the Winnipeg Jets, right? He want to go to the out. When he came to Columbus, after 1 month, he started talking about what's going on in Winnipeg, how Sheffley and Wheeler play a big role inside the locker room and how the kind of stuff they do against and everything like that. And at the beginning, you always, I'm not always jumping on the comments. I'm waiting to study more and to observe more, pay more attention, and you can see with time, they have some kind of problem inside the locker room. I don't know the gravity of this, but you have an impact for the rest of the players and inside the team over there. And it's not good at the end of the day. And that's one maybe reason why Paul Maurice left. And that's the reason why they still try to figure out what's going on over there. I still believe they have a good team. I still believe they are between 13 to 20 in NHL when everything turn around properly. But they never find a top players, defenseman number 1 over there to make that team better. They make mistake. They thought Josh Morrissey is going to be that one. They thought Neil Pionk is going to be that one. And both of them never reached that kind of the super elite defenseman. So they have to break this now. And it's a big decision from Tim Sheffley, Sheffduff, the general manager now, to figure out, okay, what we do now here. Who we need to get. Wheeler at 36 years old, Marco, that's not easy to trade. Right? The Max Sheffley in 2 years is going to become UFA. What do you do with him? Do you want to return or not? You have a good deal right now, but is it when he wants to stay? And then Alibok. So that the Winnipeg Jets, the next 6 months, or 1 year, they have a lot of major key decisions to take. The Dubois, we know the situation right now. And then you have Sheffley, then the next one over there. What happened with Nicolas Heller? What happened with Kyle Connor after that? And that's what they had. And they lost, they trade Andrew Cobb during this off-season, during the season. That's another big piece of the puzzle. And so it will be interesting what is going, it's quiet. It's too much quiet in my eyes. And when he's going to hit the off-season right now, they have to figure out this. The Blake Wheeler is the big one. I don't see Blake Wheeler become the 60 point like he was before. At 37 years old, he cannot. Not the way he play anyway. Injuries also is another point we got there. Marco, I was thinking about our chat yesterday about having Slab play in American. I doesn't not wanting to rush him, but when are you blue and big coach by Mr. Instant All? Yes and no. And I will tell you why. If you play with Montreal, with Martin St. Louis, he's going to get game. I would not be surprised. He would get 9 games and everything like that. But to be 12 minutes, 13 minutes on the third line, maybe not on the power play unit number 1, and now play about, the 14 minutes per game, or what can you go to 15? You better to play an American Hockey League, play a 19 minute, 20 minutes per game, get on the special team, power play 1, and learning to become a professional. Learning what it takes to become the top 6 of your of your team and all those details of the game. People thinking what an 18 years old show up and NHL is going to be easy. It's not. And remember, Marco, and again, I would love to see him. Excitement, right? Slavkovsky, I'm a really approved fan of Montreal Canadiens, Marco. But at the same time, I have another pair of eyes. It make me to be really sick. Where I say, wait a minute. The best way maybe is go to the American Hockey League first and go from there and develop over there. He's not going to be alone. When he's going to be there in Laval, Adam Nicholas is going to take care about him. He's going to go one-to-one with him. He's going to develop him. He's going to be surrounded with the right people around him. It's not going to be like disconnect completely with the Montreal Canadiens. So for me, I don't see like really a big disadvantage. Now, if Laval was the same team in Pittsburgh, where they don't see them and they have no connection, everything like that. But the fact he can be with Adam Nicholas every day and learning, for me, why to rush? Right? We got that experience with Kokanemi. And he's not a super elite player, Marco. He's not a McKinnon. He's not a McDavid. He's only an elite. He can become an elite player. Now, I'm just talking right now in June and July. Everything could change when he go to the rookie camp. Everything could change when he go to main camp. And maybe I would say, hey, let's try it at the beginning if he deserves it and reevaluate him after 8-9 games. And I would say to you at that moment, Marco, you know what? That's maybe the best thing now because what we saw him, what he looked like to play third line, whatever it is. So, but for what I saw last week and what I know at this July 18, that's my recommendation. Marco, I'm not an expert. I'm not like I don't know. I don't live with them. I just filter my head with all the information left and right. So we'll see honestly what could happen over there. But for me, that's honestly what could happen. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be awesome. That'd be great if you can do that. Great comments, Marco. I love your insight about. And the whole Evander Kane thing they threw is close to be in the shower or something. It's Evander Kane, right? When you are this way, right? They repeat again. They have that kind of behavior. They cannot control it themselves. It's really rare that type of person he is to be great on everything. It's sad, but that's the reality. He's going to find a way to make something stupid. And sometimes I don't know his personality where he wants to pay attention. He will do something crazy. Everything like that. It's sad because he's a good hockey player. I just have no faith about him. I would give him a chance, but I feel it's like a player, you know. Tom Wilson he became a good hockey player, but he still had that switch can turn on, and he's lost his mind after that. What he did with Rangers, Panarin, everything on this, right? Those kind of people, Kadri, that's another one, they try to control themselves, their emotion, their behavior, and it takes a lot. Like you and me, possible, we have to control our emotion, but for them to do the same action in their own life, they have to do 2 times more like how we think or how we act. That's what is very difficult for them. And again, it could be with the ex-wife, the kids, the new wife, the new baby, the new GM, the new teammates. He been bankruptcy, and usually someone is bankruptcy, usually repeat again. So it's something I'll be too careful about this. Marco, hopefully this answer to you. Mr. Matt B, welcome back in the house, Matt. Long time, Matt. Hopefully you enjoy your weekend. Sorry about it's getting hot. Hopefully, Matt, you have an amazing, great summer so far. Where Klingberg signed, you know, you don't have a lot of team, have a lot of money, Matt. Unfortunately, I always thought the Seattle Kraken would be that team will get Klingberg, and I don't know why they don't do this. And if what they at, I don't think so. A team would give him 7 years at $8 million, what he was looking for, Klingberg. I don't see that. He's almost 30 years old. He's going to be 37 at the end of his contract. He scored about 7-8 goals per year, Klingberg. It's not like he's not like a John Carlson or a Kyle DePlus he is. He's really a Trent Plus. He's a great on transition. He's a great skater, right? If you think about this guy, 6'7", 6'10", 8. The last 5 year in NHL. Right? 67. After that, 45, 32, 36, 47. So he about 50 points. He's really a primary passing guy. That's what he does. He's great on power play, everything like that. That's a lot of money to give $8 million, Matt. Me, if I was dealing him, I would said, sign 1 year, go get your $7 million. Seattle, give him 1 year, $7 million, and reevaluate next year. And Seattle, if are smart, if Klingberg is become UF3 at the end of the year, you take him at the trade deadline and you trade him. You maybe get a second-round pick, a first-round pick, who knows, a prospect. So the money you spend for 7 months, you have a good defenseman, you spend $6 million, example, but you get something in return also, and you're not committed to him. Kenny is willing to do it? I'm not sure. But that will be my, if I'm a GM, that's what I'm thinking. If I'm Ron Francis, I have money, pick up good contract, pick up players, become UF3, and trade them at the trade deadline. Go get another first-round pick, go get another 2 more second-round pick, go get a prospect. You don't go nowhere anyway this year. And for you, Ron, you're going to be there for 3 more years. That would be my action with them about Klingberg, Matt. Again, that's one of my team I was looking about Seattle. I'm not sure I could be right around there. Bobby Bagadonuts, welcome back in the house, Bobby. Comment il va, mon Bobby, un matin? Always a great point. Said a good point about the new skill coach. I guess I don't have a lot of faith in the whole. Yeah, I can understand that, right? I'll be honest with you, Marco. Where all is good is behind the bench, management, the bench, the management, the game. That's what I really believe is great. Now teaching and grow everybody, I'm not sure about him. I'll be honest with you, Marco. And that's the reason, if you watch my video, guys, I just showed you guys the development model of the Montreal Canadiens. When they got hired, Ken Hughes, he explained what he's going to build over there. The foundation of Montreal is getting better and better and better. They have Hughes. They have the best coach in NHL for teaching one-to-one players, Martin Saint-Louis. They hired the best analytic data in NHL, Christian Boucher. They just add 2 new players person, Desaulniers and McMillan with Boucher, and they have one of the best skill development coach, and Adam Nicholas. We not look like he was with Marc Bergevin before, and with all the respect for them. So for me, Marco, draft is one thing. The development is the bigger things. Develop, make them better. Give them the tools, the nutrition, the skating, the stick angling, the shooting, the off-ice program, the analytics, the video, and I can go all the way like that. I'm getting excited when I talk that way. I just wish I could work on hockey. Not a problem, David. Il n'y a pas beaucoup de monde ce matin. Non, mon Nicolas. Il n'y a plus personne qui nous aime maintenant, Nicolas. Il y a juste moi puis toi maintenant. Comment tu vas, mon Nicolas? Renaud. Mr. Renaud, welcome back. We miss you, Renaud. Hopefully, you have a great weekend, Renaud. If Ekvall scored 20 goals plus for Toronto, could he be on his way out for higher pay somewhere? Absolutely right. Absolutely, Renaud. Yes. He could, Renaud, at the way you talk about 20 goal example, could become a $3 million to $3.5 million, Renaud. He's not a bad player, guys. He really find his potential last year. He got minutes. He got him at the third line. He's a big 6'4". He can skate. Can protect the puck. He's not a bad player. He got 35 points. So if he can add 10 more points, Renaud, just 10. 20 goals, 26 assists, 20 assists, 25. You talk about a guy can get $3.5 million per year, Renaud, at the bottom six in NHL. What I would like to add him, Renaud, is a little bit more physicality of his game, the forechecking. And it's not easy, but I think it would be great if he can add this. He can become a player who can shut down other line. If he can add the special team, because he's not going to be on power play, but he could become a great asset on the PK. Like Joel Armia become that kind of player for the Montreal Canadiens. If Ekvall could become a great on the PK1, on the PK2, he deserves that money, Renaud. And I can understand right now he got 2.25, a little bit higher because he's a first year. But again, I think this kid can become at $3 million. Sorry, should been a clear ear report. The Wheeler is shuffly drew Kane close in the shower when he was in Winnipeg. Yeah, Marco. And again, it start with the big BF, right? The big defenseman over there. That time you have a lot of strong character inside that team, Marco. Evander Kane over there. And then you have Sheffley, Wheeler. It was really strong, difficult locker room that time, Marco. With Kane over there. Tyler Myers was there. But again, Kane changed, but not good enough for me. He need to get better straight all the way. We'll be interested what he look like. Mr. Frank Salazar de Cubano, South Florida. High five, Frankie. How was your weekend, Frank? Did you have a great time? Did you enjoy your weekend in South Florida, or you're traveling right now? Mr. RG, back in the house, clip on New Jersey. Don't forget to click on the likes. How you doing, RJ? How was your weekend, RJ? If Senator had Kachuk, Norris, DeBrincat, and Sosla other contract, could they sign Matthews 2021 and plug him there? No, Renaud. Because now you forget Shabbat. Right? You forget Bredenson. You forget Pinto. And you forget Sanderson. You're going to forget a goaltender. You have no money for Matthews. Oh, no, you can have money for Matthews if you out Norris. Now, my biggest concern, Renaud, in 2 years, is what's going to happen with the Brincat. Because you have 2 more years to go with his contract right now. This year, the upcoming season, and the year after that. And then after that, he become a UFA. It would be interesting. Frank, definitely, you're going to like a lot Colin White. I still believe Frank is going to use him on the third line as a winger at Lundell. I think he's going to take a spot at Mason Marshman, Colin White, and he's really talented, Frank. Like, the kid can skate, he can play. Great vision, great IQ, great hands, he can score. The problem, Frank, injury. That's the problem he got, White. Saying he's been in NHL. He was a first round pick, Frank. I think it was 21st. No. It was a second round pick by the New Jersey Devils. I apologize. No, coach. Not the same White. This White. Here we go. Coach, you did it again. 21st overall pick by Ottawa in 2015. Here's the problem, Frank. 24 game, 45 game, 61 game, 71 game, and 21 game. When he played 71 game, he had 14 goals and 41 points. 61 game, he had 23 points. 45 game, he had 18 points. And last year, 24 game, he have 10 points. It's the guy can have about 45 points. With the offensive of Florida, he can reach the 50 point with there. He can score 20 goals in NHL. And he have only the key, Frank, is how many game he can play. You're going to like this kid. He's really good. I think Montreal should get him, but you know what I mean. Like he cannot get everybody for sure. He's a center. He played sometime on the right side, but it would be interesting what he's going to do at Frank. You're going to like him a lot. I thought on the investigation of Canada going on, do you think there are a lot active in the shop like we have the contract canceled? No, Marco. They mentioned yesterday you have no impact for the NHL player. Now, that's something could change with everything and the future. We cannot read the future, but they said yesterday during a tweet I read, those kind of players like Kel McCarr, Victor Mete, and other players look like they're going to be okay. It'll be interesting what he's going to get out, if the name will be get out, who did it, who was involved. It's the team, but I'm sure the 23 players was not all involved with that situation. Every time that team cannot try to hiding this, pay. Every time that try to go around under the table, but with the media now, it's impossible. So next step, we'll see what they are. But I don't see a players to be involved. Like not involved, but got bad about this. Frank, no traveling for now. Things are too expensive. You need to save money. All right, Frank. Enjoy the South Florida at that moment. It's getting hot, of course, but rain afternoon. Now we're getting to the rain season in Florida, guys. The next couple of weeks, we're going to open the door for the hurricane, of course, and Florida. Expect 1 or 2 again this season. I will not be surprised. Hopefully, we'll be out here before this happens. The moderator, Jose Duarte, is in the house today. Welcome back, Jose. You're absolutely right, RJ. The Detroit Red Wings hire Jay Varady, 44 years old, as an assistant coach for the Detroit Red Wings. Varady been as coach for the Texans, Roadrunners, and the American Hockey League under the Arizona Coyotes for the last 3 years. Jay is going to be with the Detroit Red Wings, join Alex Tanguay and the new head coach, Derek Lalonde, for the Detroit Red Wings. A great signature for Eiserman. We wish the best for Jay. Ben met him a couple of times at the NHL Association Coaches meeting, and he's a very smart guy. Renaud, another question. I love one, Renaud. It's time to ask a lot of the question, Renaud. I'm alone right now. We have nobody in the chat today, but it's all right. It's not going to stop me to show up. It's about the quality people like you guys make it friends at the Hockey Nation Live Show. Which of the 26 players going to salary arbitration will receive the biggest contract it can player be traded during this time period? I think there are 24. It could have 2 more. Now, today, I just want to give you the rules about this. The players first, they have 24 hours to submit if they're going to go or not. 24 of them decide to go on the arbitration. The team today, have only until 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I think I'm right, or 3 o'clock, but I think it's 5. They have to respond to the players and tell them, hey, we're going to go in arbitration. Usually that's what you do. And then after that, after this is submit, they can negotiate contract right now, Renault, and at any time. So if after those two parties are accept to go in arbitration in front of the judge, now the court is going to select a date. Start July 27 this year. And then every 2 days, they put 1 player, 2 players, and they go all the way like that. Tonight, until that time, they're going to negotiate, try to figure out to get that contract done deal before they go in the court. It's usually 99% that's happening. They don't want to get there to get that kind of relationship signed and perfect. That first thing. On the same time, they can trade anybody if they want to. That's not a problem. You don't freeze any contract. You don't freeze your trade, everything like that, Mr. Renault. It's all open up for them to trade, to sign him, and go from there. So if not, now they go in front of the judge, both parties, the agent of the players and the representative for the team. They're going to go in front of the judge and tell why you should get more money and why they should not get the money. And then that relationship after that is getting bad. You're going to be surprised on the 24 players you mentioned. I will say to you, 22 of them will never going to go in front of the court. Renault. How the good thing about this kid, Balcha, we got from San Jose.